Hey, did you know that if you store sauces in your drawer, that makes you Asian?
No. Everyone does it.
Dude, the comments on that clip is ridiculous, man. Hey, like, we're not trying to be...
We're not gatekeeping sauces, dog.
Yeah.
We're just saying us Asians, that's what we do.
We're not being inclusive.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's just we're Asian, and as Asians, we do that. That's a thing that we know.
Yeah.
We're not saying any other ethnicity don't.
Yeah,
like,
it's
keep
more just
sauces.
like a broke people thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't keep sauces anymore. I don't. Hey, but what's good, everybody? Welcome to Short Kings Talk, episode 20. We are your hosts with the most, Sitting Kelvin. This is early afternoon, so how you feeling?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready, Freddie?
Our viewers weren't because you guys didn't submit any questions.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. So this is our second Q&A, but we're going to let ChatGPT, Kelvin's bae, his side piece, spearhead this episode. But before we get started, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as follow us on all social media platforms at Short Kings Talk Everything. Links are in the description below. And for anyone who's currently subbed or they keep up with our podcast, we'd like to say thank you. We appreciate it. We're 20 episodes in. It's been cool. It's been a cool ride, but we're still building out here. So we're at about 540 subs from recording this episode, and feels good. All right, so we can get started with the first question. Kelvin's gonna pretty much lead the way. So what you got?
All right, first question. If you could live in any fictional world,
Okay.
which one would you choose?
Like any?
Yeah, any fictional world.
Oh, Snowpiercer. No,
You want to be one of the kids on the bottom of the train?
I want to live on a train. I mean, probably Naruto.
Naruto? Why?
Yeah, I want to live in Konoha. Konoha, like, it seems cool. Like, it seems cool to be a ninja. Like, I've always thought this is very strange. You can go to school to be a ninja as a profession and get paid for it for all these missions. Because that's equivalent of, like, the army, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, which is a little bit strange, but it seems fun.
But you'll be one of the fathers, though.
Huh?
You'll be like one of the. You won't be the main character. Like you just be one of the.
Like
you just be like a
Rama?
regular like Genin or something.
I don't have to be an MC, but if I can still use ninjutsu,
You'll be happy with that.
yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, just don't make me kind of like Sasuke or something. What about you? What fictional world would you live in?
Blade Runner.
Really?
Yeah.
Like super future?
Yeah, I like the super future dystopian.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't have to worry about.
It's so dark.
Yeah, but there's joy. There's Anna de Armas.
Anything for Anna de Armas? I guess so.
Yeah.
But
No,
what
it's
else?
cool.
It's so deserted.
No, you have like your mega cities, which I
Okay.
mean, like we kind of have that now already, right?
I guess.
Mega cities.
Ish.
Like look in Dubai, they're trying to build like a mega city, and then like
The straight line one?
Yeah, the straight line one. So you're
looks
pretty much
crazy.
gonna be like isolated from nature,
Yeah.
anyways.
That's
everything's
true,
like
that's true.
within. Because like, why do people want to live in LA or like San Fran? Right? They're like they want things to be convenient,
Yeah.
walkable.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't really need all this extra space.
Okay.
And travel and commute. That's what I
Got
think.
you. Okay, interesting. A similar type of movie. Would you live in a world like Mad Max, like super post-apocalyptic?
No,
Okay.
no.
I just want to see where's your
They don't
threshold for
have
that.
water, man. That's
Okay.
that's a little different.
What about like This Is the End? You're in a mansion with a decent amount of
That sounds
resources.
kind of cool. That sounds
But
kinda
you're
cool.
surrounded
Yeah, that
kind of
sounds
like
kinda
by
cool.
idiots.
Yeah.
A little bit. Okay. And then Emma Watson just barges in with an axe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Hermione. Okay, let me ask a question. Let me just pick a random one from what you saw. I'm just gonna pick something hella random. Let me pick this one. What's your opinion on the latest advancements in AI and their role in pop culture? Wow. This is interesting to discuss because just yesterday from filming this episode, the SAG-AFTRA protest, the strike ended. Yeah, they all the studios reached an agreement. So, what's your opinion on AI and the role in pop culture?
I mean, AI is sponsoring this video right now.
I know.
Asking all the questions. AI helps you
Shout out to Kelvin's Bay.
cut the videos too, right?
No, I wouldn't call that an AI. That it's just more of a software program than AI. Yeah.
Pop culture wise,
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen those the they had like Plankton or like SpongeBob do like
Oh, dude, those freaking
those songs.
memes, dude.
Hilarious.
It's crazy.
AI memes
Who
are like
are making these AI memes?
or
It's
the new sad boy AI.
yeah.
Oh my.
Like the Danny Phantom ones. Like it's like I thought I was a hero, but she ended up ghosting me or something.
Yeah, dude, those are freaking hilarious.
And then also, what's up with the cup of lean?
And the chains and the J's.
Just everything. It's like she thought I was a bad boy, but I'm still just a family guy. With freaking Peter Griffin.
Because that's what they said earlier, right? When AI was getting big,
Mhm.
what, 2 years ago almost?
Yeah.
GPT spiked last year, right? But before
Right.
that,
People
people
still
in
had
the
AI.
inside, they were like starting to use it, and people
Yeah.
are always like, AI is not creative,
Mhm.
right? So that's like they're like, oh, like you can never replace an artist's creativity
Yeah.
with AI, right? But then a year of learning later, now people are scared.
Now
right?
people are, like AI is adapting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
That's a big thing with pop culture. That's the whole reason why the writer strike held on for so long, as well as the talent strike held on for so long. Is AI is kind of taking over these writers' jobs, because usually for shows or for anything, there's multiple writers. So usually for one episode, there's about 4 to 8 writers per episode. And once you have AI like generating like how to kind of navigate the narrative for that episode, it kind of takes away from an individual's like perspective to at least input a job. So that's the whole discrepancy with it. But at the same time, I think what's bad about AI is it's kind of dwindling the quality of some shows and movies. Like take MCU for example. I'm pretty sure. I think Kevin Feige has admitted that they're pushing out too much content, and the quality has kind of diminished. Right, where they need to like kind of step back and then really kind of explore the script a little bit better, in order to convey a much better narrative, in order to attract like their cult following. Because I think they're just trying to push out content, because we live in a world where we just want things now. We have so much access with social media, and then our attention spans is getting like less and less I guess expansive, or we just want things quicker. So they just want to push things out. And at this point, like with the MCU, I'm not keeping up with anything. I know that tomorrow the Marvels are dropping, and I don't really care for it.
What was the last MCU movie you watched? Like in theaters, like big screen?
Thor: Love and Thunder last year.
Thunder.
And I thought that was
same,
okay.
Same.
Or unless Guardians 3 came out after. I don't know which one came out. Or Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Whichever one of those 3 came out the latest, then that's the one I watched. And I thought all 3 were okay. Yeah, I had issues with all the movies.
Love and Thunder was kind of weird. They were trying to go for that. What was the one before that? Ragnarok.
Yeah.
When you know how that was like very like lighthearted.
Slapstick.
Yeah. And so they went halfway into that, and then they got serious. And they're like, it didn't work. The formula didn't work at all.
Yeah. Wakanda Forever, I thought just the ending conflict wasn't that great.
I didn't watch that.
But spoilers, I thought the Michael B. Jordan scene was kind of dope. So I'll just say that. And then Guardians 3, another spoiler, no one died.
Really?
Yeah. They made so many illusions in the story for
the
someone.
friends died. The earlier friends. Rocket's earlier.
That's a flashback.
Yeah.
Doesn't count. Nah. All right. Next question. What you got?
If you could instantly master any skill, what would it be?
Oh, so let's make this practical. Let's not make this fictional, as if we're living in a animated world. So any skill right now. Oh, interesting. If I had to be ultra realistic, maybe business management and networking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know that's not my strong suit. And I would like to at least know how to, if I want to go into any endeavor that I wish to pursue, I like to know how to navigate my way into like either cold emailing on either LinkedIn or sliding into someone's DM, be like, hey, I'm trying to start whatever type of business or something. Yeah. So I think that's probably what I would want to get into.
Are you actively trying to improve in those skills?
Not really. I should. I'll focus on other things right now.
Okay,
right? I'm focused on other things right now. I should, but maybe in the pipeline, like 2024. I'll just say that. What about you? What's any skill that you would want to
master?
Yeah.
Bayesian.
What? Oh, dude, what the hell? Wait, you trying to Indian burn? Have you ever seen that? Where like
any skill, dude. Oh man, it just gave me the scene from The Matrix when he downloaded all the kung fu and stuff.
Right.
I would do boxing, man.
Oh, okay.
If I could be like the like a high ranked boxer, they make hell of money, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, would you sacrifice like your face and your body?
Look at Mayweather. He never got hit.
Yeah, that's
right?
true. That's true. That's true.
Like I'm talking about like top tier boxer. Yeah. Like
Okay.
can't beat that fame. Like freaking.
Okay.
And it's just sick. Like boxing's
Okay.
sick. Not MMA though. MMA you get fucked up.
Yeah, MMA is like kind of
that's
gnarly.
brutal. Yeah, but like, boxing's like.
Has there ever been like a world class like Chinese boxer?
No.
Yeah, because for us we have Pacquiao.
Yeah.
So I could be the next Pacquiao. Okay.
Yeah, just imagine, right? Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Any kind of like, I mean, just thinking like your return on investment, probably like any like high level athletic sports kind of skill, right? Like if you're like a really good quarterback.
Or what about you take the easy route? What if you just, get blessed with like hella nice bars, just become a rapper?
That's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, you need to be discovered,
and you don't need
right?
to be as like physical. You just have to go on the road.
I guess that's true.
Running through the.
like a producer.
Oh, a producer would be pretty nice. Yeah.
You get
exactly.
Forever, right? Yeah.
Exactly, and have your own like producer shout and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. All right, let me take another one of these questions. That was a good one. Oh, these pop culture ones are so interesting. Wow. Okay. Let's do this one. How do you think the rise of podcasts has changed the landscape of media? This is interesting because, right now, whoever's watching or listening, this is a podcast, and podcasts are ultra prevalent.
Oh, yeah. Especially since the pandemic, they've been like just popping up.
I think a little bit before that, too.
Even before that?
Yeah. Especially in the comedian world.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's your opinion?
I just know that we get like 5 or 6 of those every day.
Yeah.
Going like, anyone can make a podcast. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And you should.
And guess what?
Yeah.
Here we are.
I know. And we don't get paid for this.
Exactly.
I think it's the same as social media, how before to have a kind of like your own soapbox, you need to be someone on the radio, on the show, right?
That's
And then
facts.
social media gave that to everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone has opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Same with the podcast. Like before, again, this is more like this 20 years ago, this would be a radio show, right?
Right.
So you'd
yeah.
be like,
it would be kind of like a
Howard
SiriusXM.
Stern. Yeah. So like you need to be somebody, right? But
Yeah.
now like any jackass like us could just pop up and make a podcast.
Yep.
And just share what we want to share with the world.
Exactly. And then the fact that podcasts are so prevalent, like anyone could talk about anything.
Yeah.
There's literally an avenue for everything, because now at this point podcasters are a form of social media influencers.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I said, like, the comedian world has a huge podcast following, and they go on each other's podcasts, and you have like kind of like similar podcasts to us where it's like, Asian people just talking about whatever, just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
So this is what I'll say though. I think podcast is a little bit the same as, you can say, I guess, Instagram, where you can get valuable information, but it's on your perspective on like what you funnel through as valuable information. Right. So yeah. Do you follow any podcasts that's very like informative?
Not really. I don't follow any of them. I see them pop up on my Explore.
Right. For me, I watch podcasts for entertainment.
Oh, I used to do some business ones.
Okay.
But then I kind of stopped that because I kind of learned everything they kind of had to offer over the course of like a year. It's a long time, And then now they're just kind of rehashing, having people come on, which is valuable. Right. Yeah. I want to get entertained. Sometimes the reason why I stopped was I was listening to one on the drive here and I almost fucking died because it was so boring.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I legit fell asleep.
Are you down to drop the name? Are you down to drop the name for?
No, I don't want to. They're huge now.
Oh, okay. Because it's so boring.
It was the show itself is fine, but the guest they brought on was some like multi-millionaire who does storage units, right? Like, yeah. So like he was going over his whole like strategy, and I just fell asleep. Thankfully, my car has an auto stop feature.
Oh, okay.
That's why I didn't crash. Otherwise, I would have legit crashed.
It was that boring?
Yeah, it was boring, dude.
Yeah, for me, I just like, I don't keep up with that many podcasts, but probably like there's a skateboarding one that I follow a lot, and then the comedian. Sometimes it depends, because I like to watch podcasts with an interesting guest.
Yeah.
Or if I see a clip on Instagram or YouTube Shorts where the topic of conversation is like super interesting, then it's pretty good.
I watched the Theo Von one. Those are freaking hilarious.
Dude, Theo Von is hilarious. If anyone hasn't watched it yet, watch the Theo Von podcast with YG. Have you seen that one? Dude, I hella laughed on that one. It's like, so, dude, they got like Halloween in the hood.
Dude, that's just so funny.
Yeah. He goes like, so what you got to do to get in the gang? He goes, I got jumped in. It's like, oh, for real? It's like, yeah. It's like, so do you get to fight back? It's like, yeah, you got to fight back. It's like, oh, I don't think I could do that. I ain't that tough. It's hella funny. It's so good. It's ridiculous because he's just talking to IG about some random like hood stuff. Yeah. That's okay. That's interesting. Okay. Cool. What you got next for a question?
Oh, this one's interesting because we were in Japan. We saw a bunch of the pop-ups for the new VR headset, right, from Meta.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So it says, "What's your take on the rise of VR and its influence on entertainment?"
Oh, just purely entertainment?
Yeah.
I think it's super interesting because in downtown LA, there's something called 2-Bit Circus. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool. Like, it's just another form of, like, video gaming. It's pretty fun, especially if it's a, like, communal type VR game.
Yeah.
Right? So it makes it fun, like, in a group setting, and then you have VRs, like Beat Saber.
Yeah.
Beat Saber's kind of fun.
It is.
I think it's fine. I would say this, though. This is just for me. If it's way too shaky, then my equilibrium gets hella thrown off.
Do you get nauseous?
Like slightly. So, Kelvin and I played this Evangelion VR game in Shinjuku, and it was cool. Like, it was very like kind of 90s, early 2000s graphics, but it's still VR. When we get launched out of the building into the city, I kind of got a little bit nauseous because it moved hella fast.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, ugh.
It's like the VR roller coaster. It feels like that.
Yeah, exactly. So just for entertainment, I think there's a possibility to do something there. But at the same time, like, there's also a chance where I think people would really lose their perception of time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they would really get lost and immersed in that virtual world. Yeah. So
that's the whole thing Zuckerberg's trying to do, right? Building out like Meta, and like that whole world, so people would never leave.
It's like Oz, man. Yeah. So if anyone hasn't watched Summer Wars, it's just like Oz.
But it's way off, man, because the graphics sucks, dude. Like the graphics.
Yeah, well, everything it's still developmental, Like VR just like started being a thing. What, like
5 years,
8 years
but
ago?
But like there hasn't been any improvement. That's the problem. It because I played with the first Oculus, not the Quest, like the actual one with the wires, and you need sensors,
right?
And then the graphics from that one to the third one, which I tried on at Best Buy, not the second one too, it looks the same.
Okay, you gotta imagine, like, if you look at regular video games now, like video games, like graphics are good now, but if you look at it 10-15 years ago, it wasn't that great. So
but there was always a progressive upgrade. That's what I'm saying. Like for these ones, the problem is VR studios have such low budget,
right?
Because they don't sell a lot, right? And it's such a niche thing right now.
Yeah,
they just don't have the funding to like really go out. And the other thing is the hardware. If you want to be wireless like the Quest, right? You have to have everything on the thing.
Got you.
Right, and there's no wires, and then you have to power all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the higher the fidelity of the graphics, the faster that thing dies.
Oh, okay.
So like there's like I think a bunch of like other issues, but
okay.
that'd be sick though. Like, can you imagine the thing we were playing, but like in like 4K?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
I can't play in 4D though. Like I can't have some random wind or water just like spraying at me. That would hella throw me off.
And you also can't do scary stuff like Sadako.
Oh, I did that once, dude. I did that once, dude, at 2-Bit Circus. That was hella scary. I was freaking out. Yeah, I can't do it, man. I'm too weenie with scary stuff. But let me ask you this about VR in a non-entertainment application. Yeah. So my friend, the university that he went to, he did this VR study where people were on exercise bikes and then they wore a VR headset. And through the VR headset, instead of being enclosed in a room, it would simulate as if they're biking like outside in nature or near the beach to stimulate your endorphins a little bit more. What do you think of that? In terms of like, I guess it will motivate the person like, oh, like I'm looking at something super nice. Like, let me just continue cycling or exercising, whatever.
I mean, there's utility in that, but I mean, I guess my only question is what's the difference between that and people that have a screen in front of them right now.
Like Peloton,
the Schwinn bike or whatever.
Yeah.
They also have
VR though.
Yeah.
Now that you have this 360 view.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if the goal is just to entertain, right? I mean, there's like other avenues to do it.
Right.
For my graduate research project, we actually use VR because my theory was like, people are vertical.
Yeah.
Their sense of equilibrium is all messed up, right? What if we could tweak that within the VR headset to match theirs, right?
Oh, interesting.
And then we actually got some interesting. So like it was just a virtual supermarket,
right?
That I had people walk through, right? So they were like walking through it on an open classroom.
Obviously, were they actually walking, or is it one of those floors?
No, they were walking. They were walking.
Oh,
yeah, but we had a leash on them like a dog because we were falling, right?
Yeah, you don't.
They're
want
vertical.
Them
yeah. Okay, so like we were, they were like supported,
right?
But then they were walking, and in their headset, they were seeing like the grocery aisles and stuff.
Got you.
Right, and then there was some improvement, but small sample size. I can't definitively say, and I don't care enough to continue the research.
Exactly.
But I know in the medical field for stroke and stuff, there's some promising data on VR. Yeah. And then, I mean, it's just fun there. Like, when you go to therapy, it's kind of fucking boring.
Yeah, and then you get to do something.
Yeah, because sometimes your therapist like do some dumb shit, like, oh, like pick up this like freaking tennis ball 15 times, right? But if you're in VR, you might be picking up
man, that just
like a fireball or some shit.
PTSD of when I dislocated my finger. I had to pick up pennies, dude.
Yeah.
I've never sweated so hard picking up pennies because I could only use my middle finger and my thumb. I was just like, dude. Yeah. All right, let me ask this because this one caught my eye. Which 2023 fashion trend do you find most interesting or bizarre? If you keep up with anything fashion-wise.
I only see the ridiculous ones, like that big-ass boot that they had a couple months ago. The big red boot.
Mischief?
All the Mischief stuff. They have a reverse shoe.
Yeah.
And they have all the stuff. And then I think the new, like, Balenciaga stuff where everything's hella big.
You don't like that?
Like super puffy.
You don't like that? Like the super, super oversized.
Yeah, the extremely oversized stuff. Looks kind of weird.
Like a cloud?
Yeah. It looks kind of weird to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think when bell bottoms kind of started coming back in, I thought it was a little strange until I kept seeing more outfits with it. I thought that was just like, oh, this is kind of weird. I'm trying to think of any other trending stuff. I still think it's weird that Nike and Jordan keep just making lows. I think they're just trying to use less material.
Yeah.
I'm a highest person, man. Nike, Jordan, if you're listening, if the algorithm is hidden, y'all, make some highs.
Those are more popular just because of price point too.
Yeah.
Right? Because highs are 200 now, 210 starting.
Yeah.
They used to be 180, now it's 210. Lows are what, 120? Half the price.
Yeah, or even like 100.
Yeah, so it's much more affordable.
Yeah. This is not a trend in 2023, but I never liked the whatever that big Fila sneaker white shoe that some girls be wearing.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't like that. What's your opinion on Panda Dunks? Because we both owned a pair.
I think they're fine.
Yeah?
It's just a black, people hate on it because it's played out. But they're also gatekeeping. Like, they're the sneakerheads who want to gatekeep everything.
Oh, okay.
Because I have friends that bought they won the Lost and Found raffle the first time, right, on sneakers. And then they stopped wearing it because other people started getting it at the resale, like me. And I was like, I mean, it's a tight shoe.
Yeah. I think it all depends on the outfit that's constructed with Panda Dunks.
But it's a low Nike shoe that's black and white. It goes with literally everything. Yeah. Right. So like if you had,
that's why it's so popular.
Yeah. If you have like one pair of shoe, black and white, you can't really go wrong with it, right?
That's actually true. Yeah. At least if you're like a kid or whatever, like, you need a fresh pair for the new school year. Yeah. And
they're available everywhere now. It's not like 2020.
Oh, they drop like crazy.
Yeah, once a month. So
yeah, okay.
Get some Pandas.
That is true. What's your opinion on this fashion trend? Because I do this myself, where you put socks over like sweatpants, like on the bottoms. Yeah. I like that look. So what do you think of that?
It brings back the b-boy days.
Okay, so what do you think?
No, it's fine. I don't like high socks though.
You don't put it high though. Yeah. You just let it kind of scrunch up.
Oh, the bottom of it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I do that.
I just don't like the feeling of socks around my calves or.
Okay. Yeah. Really? You don't like long socks at all?
I don't like long socks.
Really? Yeah. I prefer long socks.
Do you really?
Yeah. I think it's a skating thing. It's like very mental for me. I'm wearing long socks right now.
You like being squeezed?
It's weird. It's like a weird placebo feeling of I like that my shins and my calves are protected.
Yeah. Because there's an extra layer of
okay. Even though I still get shinners, and right now I freaking have a heel bruise from skating. Oh my God, so dude. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, interesting. All right, next question from your Bay.
All right, what do you think about the current state of streaming services versus traditional TV?
Oh, dude, it's too much. Too much. And then I just got the email that Netflix increased.
You got it? Dude, $22.99 now, right? I saw it. And I was like,
my Lord.
And then I canceled it.
Because really?
I haven't used Netflix since last 12 months. Literally. The last thing I watched was in November of last year.
I think the last thing I watched was Stranger Things. Season 4. And was that last year or this year? That was last year.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I just had it running, and then because other people use it in my household, right? Same. And then like a couple months ago, I think in June, they were like, no more of this, right? No more sharing between the households. So they got their own account.
This is the thing though, like I only have 2 other people using my account, and strictly like I won't give anyone my like password except those 2 people, right? And then we're able to use my account, and we live in different areas.
That's weird.
Yeah, they haven't been super strict on it, so I don't know how that works. And
because you have to change your like home base every single time you log in.
Yeah,
and you need do you get a verification code from them or something like that?
No,
or maybe just your account just never.
Never done that.
Because because you know the ironic thing is they have family plans, right? For different screens, right? So I think mine was like 3 screens.
Yeah.
And then I share it between me and my sister, right?
Okay.
But I mean, we don't live in the same place, right? But before it was fine because they only care about how many screens were active at the same time, right? Yeah. But now their family plan is like based on households, right? So if you with 3 screens in one household, like really,
Yeah. Who's streaming like
for
Netflix
real, like
that much?
Yeah. So I don't know, I canceled it, and there's honestly not a lot.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of like about Netflix is they dump all their episodes at once.
Exactly.
So usually I think the last thing I watched was fucking like Castlevania or something. I just binged it in one sitting.
Yeah.
10 hours
so
or
just
something.
Do that. Just pay for a month and then cancel again.
That's how like most.
Oh no! Usually now they have these restrictions where if you cancel, you can't sign on until like 6 months later or something.
That's fine because the rate they're pumping out content is like so slow.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's way too much. Especially there's so many different services. There's Hulu, Disney Plus, Paramount, Amazon Video, like whatever else, or HBO.
Yeah.
Like so much.
Apple TV, like
Apple TV. What's that? Tubi.
Yeah.
What's the one that starts with a Q? It's one that's like I think Chris Evans or that girl from Big Bang Theory had a show on it. It's like called, I forgot. But yeah, I think it's way too much because if you compound all these streaming services, it's gonna add up to like 150, 200.
Oh, easily.
If you get all of it, right?
Easily.
And then they're being hella selfish, like with Netflix, like only one household. Yeah. It's way too much. Yeah.
Because the whole point of streaming was to cut the cord, right? Yeah. No more cable, right? Exactly. You don't have to pay for all this shit. But now you're like, every streaming service has their own thing, so you're pretty much paying for cable.
Yeah. And now, like, the thing that sucks about cable is like, show quality is kind of diminishing down, that no one is really going to be paying for cable.
Right.
So I don't know if in the future there's going to be a retraction where people are going to go back to cable because now
just have everything.
Yeah, because people want the accessibility to watch something whenever and pause whenever. Yeah. So that's the thing too. I'm looking at Netflix. They have ads for Netflix. Yeah. Where?
Ads on the base account. There's ads.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's just like Hulu.
What?
So like seriously, like what's the difference between that and like regular TV? I don't think there is any.
They're trying to get their money.
That's how things are though. Like you have an industry that people aren't happy with, aka cable, right?
Yeah.
Someone comes in to innovate it to get rid of all the problems, right? And they make a little too much money. Like corporate greed takes over, and then it just regresses back to the shit show it used to be. Right?
Go back to good quality shit, bruh. Man. Come on.
I was how long were you a Netflix subscriber, dude? I had it since the DVD days, man.
Me too.
Yeah, and then I just fucking canceled it.
This is crazy. I still have the last DVD I rented out, and then they canceled that service.
Yeah, and you kept it.
Yeah, and then I never had a late charge or anything. Guess what the movie it is? I'm gonna give you a hint. It's a very shitty superhero movie. Just gonna leave it at that.
The Superman Returns.
Dude, I like Superman Returns. Oh, hey, bro. Dude, Brandon Routh as Superman. I like that movie. Disrespect.
Green Lantern. Okay.
It's Green Lantern. Yeah. I still have the DVD in the casing, dude. Yeah, I remember watching it with my old roommate. We were like, dude, this is a shitty movie. I still have it. So if anyone wants to watch Green Lantern on DVD, hit me up. Oh my God. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what's a interesting one. I'm just gonna pick something random. This one. What's something you're looking forward to in the next year? Oh, let me answer this first. Less weddings. Oh my God.
How many have you been to this year?
I have 3 this month and total of 8 this year.
Oh my God.
I'm being suffocated. You know? Okay, all these weddings are like, because some of these people who I've attended their weddings, like, hey, it's super nice, but man, it's a lot in 1 year. So far, I only know of one next year, so let's keep it.
What's the furthest you've flown for a wedding?
East Coast.
East Coast.
So
yeah.
June I flew to Nashville, and then tomorrow I'm flying to Maryland. So,
but no one has a destination like outside, right? Outside
no, I know of one friend that wants to do a Philippines wedding, but she says she wants to do it 2025, and I'm like, perfect year, perfect year. Do that. What about you? What are you looking forward to in 2024?
Moving.
Oh,
moving.
Okay.
Just locations and for our business and other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same here. You know, like are you a New Year's resolutions type person?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I am. So I like to write New Year's resolutions, but something like feasible. Nothing. I don't create like this long list and stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's like not feasible. It's very obtainable for me, right? Like learn a new trick, and like for example, this year I put Korea or Japan, and I went to Japan, so I get to cross that off. So yeah, I think always like within every year, I just want to progress no matter what.
Okay.
It's just like that.
Is that the only time you set the goal in January?
Yeah, but then like it's always ongoing. It's just like I just kind of like a initial goal list at the beginning of every year, because it just makes me more motivated
to do stuff.
Yeah. Because I can't, as much as I want to do nothing, like I have to do something.
Yeah.
Even if it's like, you know, not for my business or whatever. It's just like something for passion. Then it's cool. Do you have anything specific that you're looking forward to besides moving for 2024?
No, that's the biggest one, because that's a big step.
Yeah.
Like just getting out there and just suffering the LA taxes and laws and
have
shit.
fun with that.
That'll be fun.
Let me ask this: what festival are you looking forward to the most next year?
If I can get to Tomorrowland, I would, in Belgium. But I heard the queues.
You don't have
it's a raffle system, and it's their time zone, and it's like an 8-hour queue.
I thought it was 9 hours ahead.
It's it's in their time zone, right?
Yeah,
and
so
the
it's 9 hours ahead.
To get in is 8 hours long.
Oh,
so it's like the Ghibli thing that we were dealing with times 100.
Oh man. But so you're gonna try though?
I'm gonna try, but whether I can get enough tickets for everyone, probably not.
Are you the one who gets the tickets? Are you like, all right, let me try to get
whoever gets in the queue first? Usually it's me, because I can leave my shit on. Everyone else work a job where they can't be in front of the computer all day.
How much do you try to get? Like 5, 6?
5. I think 6 people RSVP
like,
so far. But the problem is we're not getting tickets only. We're getting an entire travel package. There's flight, hotels, and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's hard.
Yeah.
All
right.
Well, we'll see.
Godspeed, man.
Yeah.
Have fun. All right, what's the next one? What you got?
Oh, you kind of work with this demographic a little bit, right? What's your perspective on the rise of eSports and gaming culture just in general?
How do I work with that?
You do.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I work with an eSport company, but I'm not immersed in it at all.
Yeah, but you've been more of an insider than most people, I imagine.
I think I'll say this so what I've done in film work for these eSport companies is like a lot of like promos and ad content and stuff like that. From my perspective, especially in comparison to, let's say, fashion or any other industry or even fitness, I think they still put in a decent budget for these type of content. So the quality is a lot higher that I've seen, rather than just getting like simple, like harsh, like contrast lighting and getting a nice DSLR camera with like some like crazy Dutch angles and cool transitions. That's fine too. But you just want a certain finesse in terms of like how the quality of the product is conveyed in photos and video. So there's that. But other than that, I have no opinion with esports at all, just because I don't know anything about it. I just know it's a multi-million, if not billion-dollar industry. I know E3 is like a huge thing. And
do you ever do one of those in sports on media day? You have the athlete comes out. You don't watch sports either, but and then they cross their arms and they try to do like some cool shit.
Oh, like don't gamers like they stand up and they like do some.
No, they try to mimic the same things, but except they're really dorky looking, so it always makes me laugh.
Oh, like they do a face off.
Yeah, they do. No, and then they do like their arms crossed pose. They try to look cool for like their intro screen.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen some of those, but they're hella cringe, dude. But,
okay.
But dude, I think in high school even. Before that, when Twitch started becoming big, these people are making like hundreds of millions.
Yeah, right? It's wild.
Yeah. They're like crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
so anyone who's like making a profit, like, hey, do you?
It's like Ninja was one of the big ones, right?
Oh yeah, I know that's a
Ninja from like, was it Fortnite? I don't know, Fortnite. And then I remember some people in high school flew somewhere to watch League of Legends, like their. Like tournament, live, but
is FaZe Clan still hella big? I don't keep up with that either.
What's that? Oh, I think
they're like a gamer.
Yeah, but I don't think they're like big on gaming. They have hella girls, and they're more like e-girls.
Oh, they're just streaming.
Yeah, streamers.
Okay.
Yeah, they make.
Because I know Kai Cenat has like a little gaming type.
Yeah.
Like
I think they all start like that, but like if you look at all the big name streamers, they're just chatting. People. Like who's that? The Asian girl, like Pokimane? Does she play games?
She's not Asian.
Oh, is she Filipino?
No, that's still Asian. I think I forgot what ethnicity. I don't think she's Asian though.
No,
Pokemon ethnicity. Now I'm gonna look. Now I want to know.
Sure she's not Asian?
Let's see. Yeah, she's Moroccan.
That's in Asia, right? Is that Africa?
Oh no, that is in Africa. Africa because I almost went there this year. I forgot.
Okay, so she's like North African.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you go.
She looks Asian. All right.
Yeah, I mean, cool. She might. Like, who knows what her 23andMe says? Yeah. Right. So.
Maybe she's 6% Asian.
Who knows? We don't know. Like, the world just found out that her room is not her room and it's a studio. Fake. Whoa. Yeah. I wonder if people think this is our room.
Oh, that'd be sad.
A lot of people do think that this space is really big. Yeah. It's not. We are cramped.
This is the end of the room.
There's a reason why we haven't had guests yet. Yeah. 1, we don't have clout. 2, we don't have space.
Exactly.
And 3, we still don't have clout. Oh my word. Okay. Let me find an interesting question here. This is like kind of a weird one. I guess open-ended. If you could witness any event in history, what would it be? You better not say some fuck shit, bro. You're gonna say something. You gotta answer first. He has to answer first. No. He has to,
give me a minute. Give me a minute. You go first.
I'll wait. I'll wait. No. Let's go. Any event in history. Any event in history, bro. I will wait. I'll be patient as well as all the viewers and listeners. We will wait for Kelvin's answer. This is good. This is good.
This is good, but like like the only history I know
in history,
dude, they're all like tragedies, man. That's what I learned. I'm like trying really hard.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll say one. Okay, let me answer one. I think it would be tight if I was in the crowd for that DMX Woodstock show where it's like hell of people.
Man, I'm thinking like history, like fucking. History book. That's why. Okay.
I started. If you're gonna say something like 9/11, bro,
no.
I want to throw something at you, dog.
Why would I want to be at 9/11?
Maybe you want to start My Chemical Romance.
Oh my god, no.
Who knows? Okay, then what? What event in history then? Okay, let's go historical events. Okay, let's go historical. Any.
Historical events.
Yeah.
That one protest in Berkeley for Nam. And The Watchmen.
Yeah.
That scene when they put the flower in. Yeah. Did they ever shoot those people? I don't know if they.
I don't know, but why would you want to witness that?
Because looks tight.
Oh.
They were like sticking flowers in like the National Guard or is it the Army people's guns?
Or whatever.
Yeah. And I think they're protesting Nam, right?
Okay.
Vietnam or something like that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that because my answers aren't.
Yeah, they're not PC.
Yeah.
I know what this whole might say, which I was just like.
I'm moving.
You're the one who put this question here, or ChatGPT asked this question. So
yeah, I already answered.
You got
moving
any event in history? What would it be?
Oh, you know what? What's cool? What was the last one? The one before the Beijing. Which Olympics was that? Oh, fuck. Was it Rio?
I don't know.
Is it Brazil? Rio?
I don't know.
I always wanted to be one of those people that carried the torches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The one that ran?
Yeah. Not the last one, though. Not the last.
You don't run anymore.
Yeah. I don't run anymore. I used to.
Oh.
It used to be tight.
Okay.
It used to be relay.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, that was a savory answer.
Safe answer. All right. Nice save. All right. Next one. What you got?
Which public figure has had the most significant influence on youth culture this year?
Youth culture. Oh, okay. Public. Let me think. This is a good one. This is a really good one. I want to say any BTS member because they have such a cult following. I would say that because everyone be like, bam, right here. That would be one. For some reason, like Jack Harlow comes to mind because he's so proud. Like Jack Harlow and Drewski.
They were like a couple of years ago. I feel like.
No, I think like last year.
Yeah. BTS,
maybe more.
BTS was BTS was like 5-6 years ago.
Well, yeah, because some are in the army right now, right? Yeah.
What about Kai Cenat? He
incites
riots and shit. Like he's big.
Yeah. That's
and it's
true.
all youth. Like it's
right.
Kids,
yeah. But then, like, what trend aside from his entertainment value has he done? That's what I was thinking about.
I don't think it's trend, just influence, significant influence.
Oh,
right? So.
Okay, yeah. Then Kai Cenat would be a pretty big one. Who else? This is a good one. I think people are still on Drizzy because he's still pumping out like music and content. You know, people want to be certified lover boys out here. That's one. Oh, the most recent one, dude. Kodak Black. Kodak Black. Have you seen his Drink Champs interview? Hey, man, there's a new pronunciation for champagne.
Champagne.
I fuck with that champagne. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. So do you think you would say Kai Cenat's the biggest one?
Yeah, like he's the number one streamer in the world.
Okay. Aside from streaming, who do you think has a pretty like strong pop culture influence right now?
I don't know about pop culture, but
do you think Travis still has a pretty strong influence?
Not after Astroworld.
Yeah.
People were like, he has a bunch of haters.
Because a lot of people think Utopia is a little mid.
Utopia was a little bit.
There's cool songs though.
There are, yeah. I mean, like every album has, kind of lame ass song.
Okay.
When's the Drake one coming out?
Oh, I don't know. I know that this Saturday, so 11/11, Chris Brown is dropping an album. I like R&B, so I'll. Wait, no. Drake did come out for all the
dogs. Yeah, I was like, when did they come out? Last month? This month?
Last month, I think, or September maybe. I actually like that album. I enjoyed it a lot. I still listen to a lot of the songs now.
Yeah, it's
while I work out.
It's chill driving music for me.
It's
anyways.
cool.
Yeah, it is.
And I like melodies, so Drake is a good like melody person. All right, this is the very last question on this list. Which 2023 event or trend do you think will be remembered in history and why? Did the submarine happen this year?
Yes.
I mean, RFP, but again, the tragedy to meme like speed ratio, that was insane.
Yeah, it's just every day the news got more and more ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think on the peak it was controlled by a GameCube controller. That's when I was just like, what?
Yeah. So, what's your opinion? What event or trend that will be remembered in history?
In history,
Champagne.
Event. As far as event, probably the ongoing. No, not the ongoing. The freaking attack on Israel, right? Like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh my
That's
God.
just crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And then like it's just. Even now, people are fighting over, especially on IG.
Yeah,
I see hella
there's still a lot of posts.
Yeah, the Palestinians and like Jewish people, they're at it right now, man.
Twitter's going crazy.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think that just incited like a bunch of They've been warring for like 7 years apparently.
Yeah.
Right? I wasn't very educated on it, and some white girl decided to like mansplain to me, and so I think that just like fueled a lot of tension between people. This is either like, that or like the Maui fires too.
Oh yeah,
that one we got censored for
dude,
asking questions.
That whole week we got banned.
Dude, they censored us. We had 2 views, man. It was bad. It was terrible.
It was bad.
And we had more likes than views. Remember?
Yeah.
We had like 10 likes but 2 views. I was like, come on, YouTube.
We got shadow banned on that.
Anyways.
one. Oh man. So don't talk about super controversial conspiracy theories because I guess we can't talk about it. So yeah, I forgot about that.
That's crazy.
This is like a random question. Did anyone like get canceled this year? Or
Kanye.
For what? For the like on the boat thing?
Kanye?
Yeah,
he's been canceled since his. They say he's anti-Semitic, right? And he's like speaking out against the Illuminati and shit.
Is that the like DEFCON to Jews or something like that?
Yeah.
I thought that was last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, I think it was last year.
Oh, well.
I think Kanye's just been like chill. Apparently, the Kanye Ty Dolla $ign album might drop soon, which like you need to drop that. Because like that was during his like 7 track album era. That's when he dropped one with Pusha T with Nas. He dropped one. I don't know what other artist. Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
So during that era, apparently there was supposed to be a Ty Dolla $ign. So that got to drop because I like Ty Dolla $ign.
I like Kanye, man.
Me regardless too. As a producer. As a producer.
And as a fashion icon. I like
really, you would wear those tights with like the football paddings?
I wouldn't wear it, but he could rock it. He could make anything look cool.
Okay.
He has some tight fits, but I personally would look.
Okay. You can't use that. I will blur that out.
What? Oh, the I can't say why.
You keep saying it now. Like future me is gonna edit that out. So I'm gonna bleep that out. So
what? Okay.
Hey man, I'm trying to get these subs.
That's the medical definition.
I don't know.
That's a diagnosis, man. What do you want me to say?
Okay, so you don't want me to blur it out?
Okay, what word would you use to describe?
I'd be a little bit more intelligent.
Mentally challenged?
It'd be absurd or something.
It'd be absurd. No, but how would you describe people of that, like people with like Down syndrome? How would you categorize them?
Well, what association to like a Kanye outfit?
Because I would look
exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
All right.
So I'm gonna blur literally everything that you just said right now. So if you're wondering why you're hearing so much like dolphin noises, it's because this fool needs to filter himself out. Stop being a bully, man.
All right. This one's interesting. So, what's your opinion on the use of deepfake technology in movies and media? Because they just had a strike about this, right? Using a person's likeness and voice with AI to like make movies and stuff.
Oh, has that happened in movies and media? I've seen like clips where they show scary. Applications.
They're scary. Wild. It's scary, but
it's pretty wild.
They had a Black Mirror episode on it with Salma Hayek, where they used her face and likeness to do this reality TV show, and like it ruined her character's life, right?
Whoa.
So, but then it's like even a couple years ago before, it started becoming consumer level because now anyone can make this stuff, right? Because the software's out. But like before deepfake, I remember the first one I saw was Kim Kardashian and Mark Zuckerberg, and they were talking about like taking over the world, like 5 years ago, and this was like new technology at the time. And I was like mind blown because it was so real, right?
I think the audio AI with the deepfake is wild. Because remember when I showed you that clip of like Samuel L. Jackson on Howard Stern saying like he loves One Piece? Yeah. That's wild to me because that looks very convincing.
And that's low budget stuff that people are like you and me are doing. Yeah. Right. But like I gotta show you one later. But the professional one that was done 5 years ago, that took like 20-40 hours of editing. That thing was like flawless.
Whoa. Yeah.
But like how would you feel if they stopped, hiring these actors, right, to do these things? They just paid for their likeness and they just AI'd everything, right? You wouldn't need to do stunts anymore. Like you could like bring people back to their prime, right, when they're younger.
Yeah. Stuff like that. I mean, people are doing that now. Like people are de-aging, so that's one.
Terminator, I think
there's still room to improve that CGI for deepfake. I will say that. I think just paying for the likeness, I think that just takes away from, like the human finesse of their talent. Because there are a lot of great cinematic movies where they need to show that emotion with body language, right? And I don't know. I'm being very doubtful, but I don't think a deep fake or AI can really convey like that true emotion, right, in a scene. And I think that loses the credibility of the talent. So that transforms a talented actor to just an influencer, just a face.
Right.
Yeah. So
how would you feel about not movies, but like where people use deepfake to spread misinformation, right? Or like
that'd be messed up,
right? Like you know, they would take someone like Donald Trump, right, who incites a lot of emotions from people, right?
Right.
Someone could take his face and make some ridiculous statement, right?
Yeah.
And then people would buy into it.
Have you seen that random video of like these students put like a speaker on like the ceiling of their classroom?
No.
And then it's like they did an AI Donald Trump audio of like, this is Donald Trump. Just want to announce that this district, whatever, like we are ending school early.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know if it fully like went through with it. I don't know if the school actually believed it, but that's wild.
Yeah, like stuff like that. It
sounds legit, and all these AI generated songs. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. Like I think it's gonna be a whole like mess of
do you think
misguided
it should be
information.
Banned or heavily regulated, where you need?
I think I don't know about heavily regulated. There needs to be like rules set in place, obviously, for how these can be used. But at the same time, there's so many news networks that give their own personal perspectives that, it's really up to the users' decisions on what they'll believe or not.
Can you imagine the PR nightmare, though? Do you remember when the iCloud leak happened a couple years ago with all the celebrity? Yeah, was it
the fappening?
Yeah. So people could deepfake celebrity nudes and shit.
Was that deepfake?
No, that was real. But I'm saying like nowadays you could just like do that, right?
Yeah,
but it will be up to the celebrity themselves, the victims, to prove themselves innocent, right? Because people are just gonna assume that shit's real.
Oh.
So now you have to be like, no, that's not me, and people aren't gonna believe you.
That'd be wild. How would you prove this? I was like, yeah,
I know this exactly. So I don't think there's a win for that. You're just taking an L.
Oh man, yeah,
that's crazy.
That's going to be super tough, yeah. I think there has to be some rules set because I don't want to be misguided at all.
You don't want the fake Vanessa Hudgens nudes. You want the real thing.
I want the real. I've seen all of them, too. I want the real. I know what it looks like. So, I want the real. Shout out to that website. All right, one more before we end it here. Let's see. Let me pick some, like, weird, random one. I don't want to do these like entertainment type
we were
questions.
Answering way too
I know.
Much.
What's the second time? Nah.
What a tech.
Oh. What's your take on the latest health and wellness trend?
That's very like any one of them that I think are
just any.
The ATG people are kind of fucking kind of dumb.
Really? So ATG's ass to grass.
No, it's Athletic Truth Group. It's led by the knees over toes guy.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
That's the new ATG?
Yeah. They're recording it. ATG means ass to grass for squats, meaning full range of motion.
I follow an Olympic weightlifting Instagram called ATG, so.
Yeah, no, that means Athletic Truth Group. It's all his like coaches.
Is he the same that like you only need to squat where your knees only hit 90 degrees?
That's Joel Seedman. That's another guy.
Oh.
Knees over toe guy is like bend your knee in ridiculous amounts of.
So crazy amount of dorsiflexion. Okay.
Yeah, and then like I just don't like those people at all because they have very little knowledge, and I see it a lot where we work, where they follow the same people and they have a very simplistic explanation to everything. It's like, oh, your hamstrings hurt, do Nordic curls. And for you people who aren't into fitness, it's you just like use body weight to bend yourself back and forth. It's an extremely dangerous exercise that has the clinical research like very little relevance, right? But it's just like, I think just in a broader sense, like people who take their education from Instagram and try to apply it to all their clients and stuff
and without make them seem like they're experts.
Yeah, and then people are paying you for that, and then they get hurt, and then it just becomes a whole thing,
a whole shit show about it.
Yeah, I don't like IG educated people. Like just think about like you went to like film school and shit, right? Let's imagine like you going to trying to get a gig, right? And like, oh, where'd you learn yourself? Oh, Instagram. Like I learned all my stuff.
That's a little different because like in the art field, it's very subjective and there's like this elitist type mentality with any art. Whereas you think that you know more than the other, or you think that you're better than the other, and then you become a little bit exclusive. Like, if I was a hipster, then I'll only like go to hipsters. And I've seen somewhere, like, oh, like let's just make it an all Filipino production team and stuff like that. Which is like it's not a bad thing, but you're creating like these cliques rather than valuing either the network itself or the skills itself. Yeah.
Well, I guess you're right. In art, you don't really need formal education.
Yeah.
But I guess back to the question, health and fitness, right?
Yeah.
I think it matters if you know basic anatomy and
this is like I actually had this thought very recently. It's very interesting. So there's like a certain like weird bliss of like as a personal trainer of not knowing as much and then knowing a lot. Because the thing that you want to do with your clients is just have them move. Right? So it might not be the most thorough, structured program. It could be very simple, push-ups, whatever, bicep curls, etc. As long as you have them move, their body will change, right? Rather than a deeper agenda of, improving and sustaining like, hip flexibility and stability, right? Yeah. So there's a weird thing of, you don't really need to know as much to be a good trainer, but at the same time, if you want to be a more advanced trainer, like you can either fabricate that you know so much, but even if you know so much, but because you use, I guess, mundane exercises that is not like dynamic or complex.
They feel like they have to reinvent some new shit every week.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Which is like my whole thing about training arms.
Yeah.
I don't like that people try to find different variations, like, oh, you hit your biceps way better. Just that's all you need to do. Yeah, I don't get like the worst one. I'm sorry, the worst one is that like cable. When you do this.
Yeah. Our friend's gonna hate you for that.
I don't care. That's just my opinion. Yeah. So I think it's super weird. Like we're in a weird industry where even if you don't know as much, but you're still
they
able
do that
to
fake it till you make it bullshit.
But even then, if you just know basic exercises and you're a good trainer to like coach a client, then there's some value to that.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I mean, but think about it this way, right? You're trying to grow you've been there. You're trying to grow your personal business and brand, right? Your reputation. You're new in the scene and you don't have anything to differentiate yourself with, right? Let's just say you don't
have a niche.
Yeah, like obviously you're much stronger than the average lifter in the gym, right?
Okay.
Right. So compared to some of our, I won't want to say colleagues, some of our, people we work next to, they're kind of mediocre and physically, right? They're not super educated.
Okay.
How do you differentiate yourself without going to these outlandish, avenues where you're reinventing the wheel every single week, trying to like glamorize fitness?
Yeah. That goes into another thing of like the difference between performance and knowledge, right? Because I have always thought about this, like athletic coaches for any sports. Most times they're fat, but they're still a coach, right? But then they have that knowledge of like play-by-play stuff. Like, would you look at it that way? Like, you look at, you're going in perspective of, I guess you see other trainers who, I guess, don't lift as much as me, but they think they know more than me, right? But then if they actually had the knowledge, would you think that's validated?
I don't think so. Just because from experience, it seems to be like an old accepted kind of stigma where, coaches don't play, right? Like but I feel like a lot of people just were kind of were accepted back in the day when, we didn't have that much information, right? Like up until like 20 years ago, like it was just like, people looked at Arno and he's like, what do the famous people do, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, I felt like those coaches, and I've seen a lot of high school athletic trainers, right, that are fat or out of shape or whatever, right? They don't know what the fuck they're doing. right? They just got a reputation. They got stuck into a job and they've been there 20 years and they got their reputation that way, right? So I feel like you have to have some skin in the game, right? You can't just be like, I've never done this before, but I'm going to coach people to do it, right?
Got you.
So if you're
you think it's a practice what you preach. That's the bottom line.
Practice what you preach, but I feel like if you really had the knowledge, you'd be able to apply it to yourself to some level, right? You don't have to be Larry Wheels, but you should be at least advanced.
Adequate level.
Exactly. So you could teach others, right? How are you going to teach people how to deadlift, let's say 600 pounds if you've never broke 400 yourself?
Okay.
Right? You wouldn't know the breakdown. You wouldn't know like the, the CNS or whatever, all the technical stuff, right? So if you've never done it, like how,
Okay. So that's the one thing that, I think that it's okay to, like, if you have skin in the game, but at the same time, you don't need to perform way better than the client or athlete themselves.
No. Okay. Yeah. But I mean, for us who train mainly Gen Pop, you should be better than your Gen Pop client. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Let's be fucking real.
Yeah.
Like we train like fucking trophy wives and fucking moms and shit. Yeah. Like you should be able to do more than they do. Like, come on.
That's okay. That's facts. That's true. Yeah. I want one of my clients to lift more than me. That'd be dope.
Oh, you know what? Let's before we end it. Ice baths. That's a health trend. What do you feel about ice baths? Would you do it?
Don't buy like that, like the tub machine. Just freaking fill your tub with freaking ice.
I've seen people use their trash can, like a new one, obviously.
Yeah, if it's clean.
Yeah. Would you do it?
Yeah, I don't like. I see cold like plunges? I see some value in cold plunges, obviously for whatever like cell like regeneration or preventing cell regeneration. I forgot the science of it. And as well as like waking up your nervous system. Yeah, sure. If it works for you, I don't see a high value. I think it's just like one method of doing something.
So you wouldn't personally do it?
I've done it before.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No.
Yeah. I'm indifferent about it.
What would it take for you to consistently do it every single day?
Consistently do it about it? Yeah. If I had time.
No, but like what benefit would you need to see? Be like, all right, I need to see these things to continue this habit or this ritual.
If it feeds into my ultimate goal on trying to find a way to get stronger and lose muscle mass. Then
you'll be shriveled up for sure. On muscle mass.
I think I'll be shriveled up in the areas that I don't want to be shriveled up at. That's it. Would you cold plunge?
Hell no, dude.
Okay.
No. Nothing. No.
All right. Well, I guess that concludes episode 20. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you made it to the end, we'd like to thank y'all. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as follow us on all social media platforms at Short King Sock Everything. Links are in the description below. Follow us on our personal Instagrams. Mine is Sid the Chad. Kelvin's is Dr. Sixpack. And any final words?
Yeah, next time, can you guys please submit some questions?
We're wrong.